All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're gonna be making hand rolls. So I think one thing that I've been struggling with is trying to eat food to replenish all the calories that I'm expending through training. It is kind of crazy. When I'm training, I'm at least expending, I don't know, on average 1,000 to 1,500 calories per session. And then for tournaments, it's even more, around like 3,000. And it's just really hard to eat enough food to make sure that I don't lose too much weight and also go on a bulk, especially in this winter season. So today I just wanted to show you guys one of the meals that I love making, super simple, hand rolls. And with hand rolls, you guys can do it in any kind of variation that you guys want, like meat, vegetables. For me, I like to keep it super simple. I love just salmon. You guys can do tuna, salmon, or whatever fish that you guys like. For me, salmon just tastes the best, and it's a good amount of omega-3s, it's fatty, and has good protein too. So I got the salmon. I have the side, like the garnishes, hot house cucumber. I have the pickled radish. This one is individually sliced. I have the seaweed. I'm still experimenting with which seaweeds that I like, so I got 2 different kinds, 10 sheets each. So usually I break them in half, but for this purposes, I might just make it like, I don't know, do some good presentation and make a good hand roll out of it. I usually just make quick hand rolls and it doesn't look that good. And then we got our 3 things for the sauce that I like to use in the hand rolls. So we have sriracha, we have Kewpie mayo, which is Japanese mayo, and we got basically topiko, but this one says sweet fish roll, so I don't know if I got the right one, but typically I like to put this in my sauce because it just gives it like an extra, flavor that I like. And then of course, rice. And so with the rice, I know a lot of people would prefer Japanese sushi rice with vinegar and salt. I'm actually pretty basic. I just like sesame oil and salt. Basically, my mom used to make hand rolls that way, and I just kind of liked the rice to be simple. I don't know. For me, it just tastes amazing. Just some salt and sesame oil and some sesame seeds, and that's all I really need. And so yeah, let's get to it. All right, so first off, I like to cut all my ingredients. I'm gonna start with the sashimi. For this one, it really depends. There's different types of cuts that they sell. I like to get the squarish kind of rectangular cut just because it's easier to cut it into pieces that I enjoy putting in my hand roll, like portion-wise, right? Not too thin, not too thick pieces. I think this is like perfect for each hand roll. So I'm gonna cut all these up. I wish I had one of those Japanese sushi knives. Those are sick. This is just a regular knife from Costco. Doesn't feel as legit, but it does the job. There we go. Perfect. Wow, this sashimi looks really good. And it's kind of crazy. I know this is a lot of sashimi, but I think typically in one serving, if I have a really tough training day or after a tournament, I could eat this whole thing. I think at the very end, I'll show you guys a little mukbang of me eating it, but it's kind of nuts that I can eat this whole thing. Your boy's hungry, I like food. And so I think as I'm trying to find direction in this whole content thing, I don't know why I'm really enjoying the cooking and food aspect. So I guess we'll see if I'll keep doing the food. Maybe I'll just try to find ways or recipes of high caloric meals to try to replenish all the calories that I expend during training sessions. And it's not just training sessions either. It's also my lifts, cardio, and agility and footwork. It's a lot, Okay, I got all my sashimi chopped up. I like to plate it right here. We'll put it all right here. Make it fancy. And each piece I like to think of it as one hand roll. So I'm about to have hella hand rolls up in this place up here. Okay, perfect. Nice, nice, nice. All right, look at that. Looks amazing, doesn't it? Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands real quick, wash my cutting board. Next up is the Hot House cucumber. I don't know why it's called that. This one is a little tough to cut. I'm not gonna use the whole thing, so I'm gonna save the other half or the rest for another time. Take off the plastic packaging. I'm gonna rinse it really quick. And typically I like to cut it in the length of like the sashimi that I cut. So around like right here. And honestly, I'm not an expert in cutting, and sometimes I don't even know how to cut it sometimes, but I like to just wing it and, should I have done that? Okay. I'm just gonna cut into strips like this right here. So I'll cut it in half, cut it into strips like this. There's probably a better way to do this, but your boy's learning, so bear with me. I'm gonna cut it into strips like that. Okay, perfect. Okay, and I don't like it too thick or too thin, so I think I'll show you guys in a sec. Okay, perfect. I think around this length and thickness is like perfect right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start plating these here. And I've seen many different like ingredients used in hand rolls. I'm just super simple, and these are like my favorite. The cucumber is just fresh, and then the pickled radish, it just kind of, I don't know, resets my palate because it's a lot of fish that I'm eating, you know? And I like to just like keep things simple just because it's not as much work either. So this is kind of like my go-to recipe for hand rolls. Okay, let's see. Perfect. Okay. And I don't know if I'm gonna really need more than that, but those are my Hot House cucumbers. Next is gonna be my pickled radishes. So yeah, these are individually sliced. I just have to cut them in half because a whole one is too big. So I'm just gonna grab a couple here, or a few, and then cut them in half. Plate them. Super simple. And then maybe grab a few more. Okay. Like that. Perfect. And so yeah, we've got our pickled radish and our cucumber pieces here. Perfect. And so usually I like to save this, but you got to keep it in the juice if you want to save it for later. All right. Now that we got our sashimi and our side garnishes, all right, now we're gonna make our sauce. I was trying to look for the right size bowl, and I'm gonna use my fiance's matcha bowl. Hopefully she doesn't get mad, but I think it's like the perfect size to make the sauce. So for this one, I don't really do direct or exact measurements. I just kind of go by feel. And so I think this is gonna be very heavily Kewpie mayo based. This is a brand new one, just opening it up real quick. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a bunch of Kewpie mayo. Wow, yep, that's a lot. And then some sriracha. So if I were to do ratios, I'd probably say, right, 100% Kewpie mayo, and then sriracha wise, I would do maybe like 40 to 50%. So not like too much. And then this one really depends. I like to do around like 2 big scoops. And then this one I like to freeze and use for later or next time. And so look at that. I'm gonna go ahead and just mix this up. And so I think I like to mix this up and just do a little taste test and then see if everything is tasting how I like it. See how it tastes. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Now that we got our veggies, our protein, our fish, and our sauce ready to go, next up is gonna be the rice. And so again, I don't really have exact ratios or how much I put into the rice, salt-wise and sesame oil-wise. I just kind of put it in, mix it, and taste test, and do that until I like it. Okay, so we'll put some salt in there. Try to replenish those electrolytes, you know? Put some sesame oil. I don't know if you guys watched my fried rice bit. My mom told me that I put way too much sesame oil, and I should put it at the very end, not while I'm cooking. So thanks, Mama, for that. And then I'll put the sesame seeds in after I mix it. So let's go ahead and mix this up. We'll mix it up, and then we'll see if I need to add anything. And maybe like in the future, I'll experiment with Japanese sushi rice and try it that way. But for me, like I don't know why, I just love rice and salt. It's a fire combination. Okay, let me try out a little bit. That's perfect. That is really perfect. Not too salty, not too shingawa, which is like, what is shingawa in English? Shingawa in Korean, I know what it means in Korean. And we'll just put a lot of sesame seeds. Perfect. And we are all done. See how simple that is? Oh, one more thing. I do like to dip my hand rolls into some soy sauce. So we got that. So very simple. We got the rice. We got the pickled radish and the cucumbers, the hothouse cucumbers. We got the salmon. And we got the Kewpie mayo, sriracha, and topiko sauce. And I think we're ready to go. Let's go and eat. Woo! Okay, now let's go ahead and try to make one. I'm gonna try to make this as best as possible. So I think I actually looked up online how to make a hand roll because I usually don't really care about presentation. And I tried. I mean, I always just make it super basic and make it into a simple roll, not like the traditional hand roll that you guys are used to seeing. So I'm gonna put the pickled radish. I actually don't know. So I think with the hand rolls, they want this part to like be presented. So I'm gonna put the pickled radish, the cucumber. Oh wait, sorry. Before I do that, I gotta put the sauce on here. Okay, perfect. We'll put the pickled radish, the cucumber, and the salmon sashimi. So let's see if I can do this right. And so I think you gotta roll it like that and just roll it this way. Wow, I am botching this right now. So I want my like things to show up here. So we'll do this little roll and then we'll roll it all around. Oh my God, I have so much seaweed left over. Look at that. I had to rip it off, but here's my first attempt at my first hand roll here. That's so bad. Hey, it's not about presentation, okay? It's about how it tastes. So let's go ahead and dip into some soy sauce. So good. I like the seaweed. I've been struggling with finding the right kind of seaweed, but this one is really good. So good. So good. Wow. It's so simple, yet one of the most fire things, or like tastes the best to me. I don't know. Rice, sashimi, that's all I need. So good. I'm gonna try it one more time. Oh, okay. I think I know what I did wrong on that first one. Supposed to cut it in half, I think, right? I'm gonna put the rice on 1/2 here. There we go. We're gonna put my QP mayo sauce. Perfect. I'm gonna put my pickled radish, my cucumber, and my sashimi right here. Okay. And then we're gonna nicely fold this up. Oh yeah. That's so much easier, especially with 1/2 piece here. And so, yeah, we have a nice, perfectly crafted hand roll. Man, this is so good. Gonna dip it into some soy sauce here. All right. This is for those of you that don't think I could finish all the salmon by myself. And if you just want to stick around and hear me talk, I think I'm just going to turn on some Stranger Things season 4. Yeah, I watched the season finale yesterday with my fiance, and we were both in tears. So good. I know I'm kind of riding on the Stranger Things, but such a good series. Just how it ended, it was so perfect. And then with the theory at the very end that makes you think like what maybe happened. Who knows? I don't want to spoil it for y'all, but you should definitely watch Stranger Things if you haven't yet. I'm rewatching season 3 right now. Even though I know I just watched all of season 5, but I think from where I am at season 3, I'm gonna just refinish everything again. So watch all of season 5 and then the volume 2 of season 5 and then the finale. Like I'm so excited. Oh wait, no, I'm on season 4, episode 1. So it's kind of crazy how many hand rolls I can eat. And it's not cheap. This meal was probably, what, $40? But I think this is like the perfect meal for recovery after like a tournament or a really tough training session. And if I haven't had it in a while, I'm not gonna be having this every day. I think I could have it every day, to be honest, but your boy's kind of on a budget. And I know I was like showing you guys some good presentation over there by my kitchen, but for me, I'm just like so lazy. All I do is just roll this bitch up like this. Simple. Kind of like a sushi roll, and just eat it. I don't really care about presentation, but I think because of this whole content thing, I gotta really focus on my brand, my image. But sometimes food be food, you know? Just make and eat. And so, I know there are a lot of different variations of hand rolls. My favorite at a restaurant is the base scallops hand roll. I don't know what they put in it. It's literally like crack. But I think one time, and they don't have places like that in Chicago, It's in like Las Vegas, or oh my god, it's about to fall over. My favorite place is in Las Vegas, the Cosmopolitan, that like sushi hand roll place. I forgot what it's called. But they make the most fire-based scallop hand rolls, and it's the cheapest one on the menu. I think one time I ate it for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and possibly had like 40 hand rolls that day. I don't know if this like obsession with hand rolls is like just me or other people are like this too. But I should probably start like a whole channel on the different kinds of hand rolls that I can make. I should totally do that because I'm such a fat ass and I love eating. It'd be the perfect way to just like eat hand rolls every day. But I gotta see if this is something that you guys enjoy, because your boy needs to start making money from this content for how much time I'm putting into it. But I think it's just one of those things. It doesn't really matter how much time you put into it. You gotta get the views. You gotta get the likes. You gotta get the subscribers, of course. I think my only views right now is probably my sister. Love you, Hannah. And my mom, because she likes watching me eat. Such an Asian thing. Each bite is like crack. And I wonder if I'm holding myself back by not making sushi rice. But something about just salt and rice it's like the perfect combination. Who knows? Also, I was thinking, I could totally become a mukbanger. For how much food that I eat, and my lips are big too. No, that's just such a weird comment to make. My mom was telling me like, why are my lips so big? Why are my lips so big? It's like, I'm sorry. Spilled some. Spilled some food. Oh man. And I realized in order for me to eat all this salmon through hand rolls, I think I'm eating like 2 servings of rice, which is crazy. It's because when you just mix salt with rice, it's amazing. Oh wait, I'm always forgetting the sauce. I need the sauce. Some of y'all are probably like puking at the fact of how much like sashimi I'm eating right now, probably. But I promise you, I'm gonna finish this all for you guys, for chat. I'm gonna eat all of this. Probably not all of the garnishes, but for sure I gotta finish this sashimi because it's not usually good the next day, and I don't want to freeze it. I guess I gotta watch mukbangs too. I haven't really watched much. But do people just watch people eat only, or are these people talking? No, I feel like the silence is weird. This is for me, just taking notes. This is the seaweed that I like. 10 sheets for $2.99, $3.99. But since we're breaking it in half, you can make 20 hand rolls for each package. Wow. Hand roll math. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like some like training sessions that I go through, I'm expending like 1,500 calories, and I don't know how accurate that is, but that's a lot within a 2-hour time frame. And it's really hard to eat enough food to like replenish all that. I should probably search up how many calories like all this is. I don't even know if this is gonna replenish all that. But I do know that I feel damn good after. I don't even know if this is like super good for you. Because I guess my only concern would be the pickled radish, because it is like packaged, and maybe the seaweed. But overall, I mean, should be a good recovery meal. And I think salmon is honestly the best. I don't know why tuna is more expensive. But I've done this with tuna before, and I just enjoy it so much more with salmon. I don't know what it is. And those of you wondering, I don't have the munchies right now. I'm not high. Your boy is 100% sober. For my training session today, I played doubles. And then I played singles after. So I think it was like 3 hours. 2 hours of doubles, 1 hour as a single. And I do feel my cardio getting a lot better. But I am trying to figure out a balance between quality of training and just quantity. And I think when I first started playing pickleball, I was just going to open play every day at Lifetime. And I think I was playing at like 6 to 7 hours at a time. But granted, I mean, at open play, this is when I first started out. The level of play wasn't too crazy, so it's not like we were playing 6 straight hours. We had to sit around a little bit. But I miss those times where we would just play pickleball all day, no responsibilities. Oh yeah, I just remembered. When I started playing and discovered pickleball, I was playing almost every day. And I think during that initial phase, I lost like 15 to 20 pounds. Because nothing really changed, right? My diet would stay the same. I was just probably expending like 2,000 calories a day, playing like 6 hours a day. And I looked like stick skinny, like really bad skinny. And then that's when I just like started eating like crazy, trying to eat whatever I can, whatever snacks I can get my hands on. I think there was a point where I was eating like 20 fig bars a day, in addition to like the 3 or 4 meals that I had. And I was thinking, man, that's not sustainable. So maybe that's where I can go towards content, because I know, everyone loves food. And that's something that I love too, I mean, as you can see. But yeah, just still trying to figure it out. Because I do love, you know, filming and posting pickleball content, but I just don't want to get burnt out. Like, I'm playing it and training it almost every day. I feel like it would be good to have an outlet where it's not always just pickleball and training. And I've been trying to repurpose and rebrand my channels to do more than just pickleball. Because for me, I just don't want to get pigeonholed into a niche, you know? And I think seeing people doing really well, typically they are focusing on a very specific niche or a specific thing. And it sucks for people like me that like to do multiple things, you know? I like to think of myself as like a jack of all trades guy that does a lot. Like, I mean, as of like the middle of this year, I was doing consulting, helping out my parents with their clothing store in the city, you know, with payroll, financials, and bookkeeping. I'm doing real estate investing, my multi-unit, right? So I would say with the real estate, it's both my townhome that I'm in right now, or living in right now, and then also my multi-unit in North Chicago. It's just a combination of renovations, working with contractors, and just trying to get it like ready for rental. And then on top of that, I was training almost every day, and then trying to do some content on the side. So what is that? That's consulting, we'll say my parents' store, real estate, pickleball training, and content. So that's 5 things that I've been doing like for the past, I don't know, 4? Well, I started content like recently, so I would say like 2 to 3 years. Because I'm not like trying to brag or anything, but I think it's just, I spread myself like way too thin. And I got burnt out for sure. And this year, like, I really felt it. I don't know if it was like a combination of a midlife crisis because I did turn 30 in November. But around that time, I was dealing with like a very difficult client on my consulting work, and I just was like miserable. And I was thinking, like, I'm at a point in my life where like I don't need to work with clients like this, you know? Obviously the money is really good, but at the cost of my mental health, man, like, I'm very grateful that life for me is getting to the point where it's not all about money. And I'm internally grateful for where I am with life. But at the same time, I think I need to figure some shit out right now because I'm taking a break from the consulting. Not making as much, of course. And I have a whole basement renovation project that I need to do, and I've been getting quotes on, and I can't afford it right now because of my budget. So I got a lot of decisions to make for 2026 and how I want to spend my time. But one of my New Year's resolutions for 2026 and for my 30s is that I want to start like building towards something, you know? Building towards something that's scalable, profitable, of course, and something that I'm just really proud of. Like the consulting work, it was mentally engaging, but I wasn't proud of it, and I wasn't building a business. I was just a freelancer working an hourly job, like a very high hourly job, and it was just more of the same. Even though I left my like corporate jobs like Accenture, a really big consulting company, to go independent on my own, it was nice because I got to like choose my own clients and work kind of like my own schedules, but I still was in a very like 9-to-5 brick. So it's not like I broke free from the corporate world. It was just like a different format, and it was just more of the same. So I'm just trying to figure out like where I want to go with this content thing. But I don't want it to get in the way of my training. Because so many times, like today, I was training my footwork and agility before my session. And I was like, maybe I can record, but I was like, you know, like I made a promise to myself that training comes first and then content. Because I always get into that trap where I'm like doing something. I was like, maybe I should record something, or maybe I should record. But I think that just like takes up too much mental space, you know? So for me, like I had to set some ground rules, like focus on training first, get it done, and then do content after, instead of like thinking, because like when I think of a video, like, or a video idea, that's all I can think of. Or for me, like I need to get that video idea done before I can like continue on anything else. So that's kind of why I set that ground rule to just focus on training first. I'm almost done. This is for the people who doubted me, that didn't think I can eat that whole $17.99 brick of salmon, sushi grade salmon. For my 30 viewers. And hopefully this video was a little bit better than my last one. I got some very good constructive criticism from my sister. She does content and she's really good at it too. And then also close friends as well. And then I watched a few other like content creators and how their videos are. And I totally get it. You know, I know like I have a lot of room for improvement, but at the same time, like I don't want to like just copy people. I know in a sense you do want to copy people to like, I don't know, gain momentum or go viral and like copy the trends. But I really want to like just stay true to myself and just learn the process. Because the last two videos, my daily vlogs, I'm not very proud of them, but I was proud of just posting them, you know? Because the amount of work that it takes to like edit those videos, it's a lot. And I know I should probably be sharing them and like posting it on my social media. I posted a new video, but I'd rather have people I don't know watch this stuff. I don't know, because I think it can be a little cringe. All right, I'm getting a little full, but your boy is not giving up. Hopefully I don't run out of rice though. Gotta ration and portion these next few hand rolls out. Wanna make sure I finish the fish at least. Sauce I'm kind of running low on, but I think I should be good for the remaining pieces of sashimi. I think I'm gonna go no pickled radish on this one. Just go cucumber and sashimi. For those of you who have made it this far, thank you. I appreciate you so much, because it's tough. Like, I know I'm a beginner in social media and the content, but it really is tough. There's so much competition out there. And maybe I'm not really giving you a reason to keep watching. But if you are, maybe hopefully it's because the conversation that I create is like entertaining. Or you just want to see me try to finish all the salmon sashimi here. And I'm thinking like, everyone these days wants to go into content. So the amount of competition that's just going to create in every field, in every like market, it's a challenge that I'm happily willing to accept. I need to be different. I need to possibly outsource like my editing, because for me, I've always had a very like self-employer mindset, like do-it-yourself mindset, and I need to grow out of that for sure. I need to lean on others more. I need to figure out what my strengths are and stick to that, and not try to do everything. Also, I know that last hand roll I didn't have the pickled radish, and I was like, wow, that's why I use the pickled radish. It elevates it, you know? It elevates the whole hand roll. For those of you that don't know pickled radish, man, I don't even know how to explain it. Because in Korean it's called mu, right? I don't even know what like sauce they bathe it in or soak it in. Who knows? I just know that it's usually eaten with like jjajangmyeon, the black bean like noodle soup. All right, let's see. Let's go. I got 3 more hand rolls left because I got this like weird little piece here that I'll just combine with one of them. And I have enough rice, and I got enough pickled radish and cucumber. Wow, look at that. All right, you're probably wondering like, is this guy full? I am getting there, for sure. But seeing that I only have 3 more hand rolls left to go, I gotta finish strong. I have to. This is for y'all, whoever's watching. I don't even know what I'm trying to prove here. Not even paying attention to Stranger Things. It's because I already watched it, so I just like it as background noise. But season 4, I'm trying to like remember, because I know in season 3 it ended on like a cliffhanger with like, you know, Billy dying, Hop disappearing. And then I think it's kind of just showing Max now in season 4 dealing with her, like, I don't know what she's dealing with, but she's probably upset because of her brother dying. That sucked. I know Billy was not a fan favorite, but these shows are so good at like personalizing these characters. But at the very end, Billy did end up saving Al. So in my book, I think he was a good dude. Imagine if I get like food poisoning and like throw all this up. Sometimes I have been like scared of that. I'm gonna count back and see how many hand rolls I had. All right, gotta portion my rice a little bit so I have enough for the last hand roll. I think that's good. For this one, I'm gonna put the little extra piece here, and then this one here. Whew, almost there, chat. I'm almost there. Oh my God, Eddie. Man, each season, I just realized, yeah, like each season, except the last one, yeah, season 5, from seasons 2 to 4, they always introduce like this very lovely and wholesome character, make us like fall in love with them, and just, you know, just toying with our feelings. All right, come on, finish strong, Ed. Eddie Munson. Damn. What if I made it this far? I got one sashimi left and I didn't finish it. What kind of person would that make me? If I made it this far and I didn't eat that last piece. I don't think it matters, right? I don't know what I'm trying to prove right now. But I want you guys to know that I'm the kind of person that doesn't give up. No matter how tough it gets, I ain't gonna give up. Okay, but I'm full. I am full. But I just got one more left. Come on. Come on. You got this. You got this, man. Right here. Right now. Right here. Right now. Wait, why are these like pieces so thick? Okay. Oh! I'm full. But I needed this meal just because I've been losing like 3 to 4 pounds the last 4 days and I've been eating so much. I don't know. Maybe I got parasites. I'm like eating so much, but I'm still losing weight. I don't get it. Okay. Thanks for watching, y'all. really appreciate your presence. I think I'm gonna lay down after this. I did it. I ate it all. Amma, aren't you proud of me? You're always worried that I don't eat enough. I hope now you know that I'm doing okay. I'm eating enough, Amma. 엄마나 많이 먹었어요. Wow, I'm so full. Oh. Signing off.